The ick. You know what I'm talking about. That sudden feeling of revulsion or disgust when your date talks too loud or chews with their mouth open a second too long.
Why'd you say that so loud?
Was it loud?
I'm a neuroendocrinologist at Georgetown. We might think of the ick as a good gauge for romantic partners, but is the ick a deal breaker, or does it prevent us from finding true love? To answer the question, we need to take a look inside the brain. While scientists haven't studied the ick in great detail, let's explore two seemingly related but more severe and chronic conditions, misophonia and mesokinesia. Misophonia is a condition in which sounds like chewing or breathing provoke strong and involuntary feelings of anger, anxiety, or even intense rage. Mesokinesia triggers similar feelings, but is in response to certain human movements, such as tapping fingers on the table or shaking legs. While comparing either of these medical conditions to the ick might seem like a stretch, brain imaging studies on mesokinesia patients may offer some insight. Those trigger sounds and images like finger tapping provoke exaggerated responses in an area of the brain called the anterior insular cortex. The cortex collects sensory signals that tell our brains about the internal state of the body. In other words, patients with either of these disorders could suffer from a mistuned homeostasis.
Jesus, dude, who are you?
I'm a man trying to figure this out.
Homeostasis is a process through which the body regulates itself to find an equilibrium, whether that's in body temperature, hormone levels, and yes, even our emotions. For example, if someone bumps into you on a crowded elevator, you process that and additional sensory signals to determine if the bump was an accident or a threat or perhaps a flirt. Misophonia and mesokinesia patients misinterpret these ordinary sounds and sights as a threat and enter into a fight or flight response. Given this, I believe the ick is a less severe homeostatic error that misinterprets a sight or a sound as disgusting or inappropriate. The suddenness of the ick suggests an unconscious rapid pattern matching in your brain between an observed behavior and a stored negative association that you may then perceive as a sign of incompatibility or red flag. But the ick doesn't have to be a deal breaker. In fact, it may not even be a great way to see whether or not you're compatible with someone. In many ways, the ick prevents you from nurturing personal growth and reflecting on your own biases and personal preferences. Honing the ability to tolerate and accept imperfections in others is essential to making relationships work.
I do feel the same.
The next time you notice an ick, whether it's with a new flame or your longtime soulmate, pause and take a breath. Your lifelong love might just be in front of you. With time, the ick could evolve into an endearing characteristic or quirk of your partner. Happy Valentine's Day, Hoyas.
I saw that face. You've got the ick.
What?
Yeah.
No.